This is not just another morning. This is the moment everything changes. The world may see it as ordinary, but you know the truth. It's extraordinary because it holds the power to rewrite your story. Too many mornings have slipped by unnoticed, stolen by hesitation, drowned in distractions, wasted in the comfort of excuses. But not today. Today is different. Today is the morning you rise with fire in your chest and steel in your veins. Today is the morning you refuse to hit the snooze button on your potential. The morning you no longer negotiate with weakness. The morning you stop entertaining the thought of being average. This is the morning you choose domination, not survival, not mediocrity, domination. Every second that ticks away is an opportunity to take control, to advance, to move one step closer to greatness. And the truth is, those opportunities will not wait. They don't pause for hesitation. They don't wait for fear to leave your body. They don't bow to indecision. They are seized or they are lost forever. And the one who seizes them, who claims them with urgency, with discipline, with an unshakable will, that is the one who dominates. Understand this. The battlefield of life does not reward the timid. It rewards the bold. It rewards the ones who decide that nothing will stand between them and the life they are determined to build. Right here, right now, is where that decision is made. Not tomorrow, not next week, not a someday. Someday is the enemy. Someday is a thief of dreams. This morning is not about waiting. It's not about hoping. It's about declaring with absolute certainty that nothing will stop you from claiming what is yours. It's about planting your feet, clenching your fists, and saying to yourself, this is my day. This is my time. This is my fight. And I will not back down. The power of a single morning can be underestimated, but history is not built on ordinary days. It is built on extraordinary decisions. Decisions made in silence. Decisions made when no one was watching. Decisions made in the quiet of the morning when the world is still asleep, but the hungry rise to prepare for battle. Right now you stand at a crossroads. One path leads to comfort, stagnation, and regret. The other leads to discipline, growth, and domination. The choice is simple, but it is not easy. The easy path will whisper to you. It will tempt you with rest, with excuses, with the promise of tomorrow. But the warrior inside knows better. The warrior inside knows that tomorrow never comes. It is always today. So this is it. This is the call to rise, to shake off doubt, to crush hesitation, to silence fear. This is the morning that belongs to you. And if you claim it with every ounce of your being, it will not just be another day. It will be the day you look back on and say, that was the morning I chose to dominate. Average never built greatness. Comfort never forged warriors. The truth is simple. The standard you set for yourself is the standard will define your life. If your standard is low, your results will always be low. If your standard is average, your life will always be average. But when you raise that standard, when you demand more of yourself than most dare to even imagine, that is when you begin to dominate. The world is filled with people who settle. They settle for jobs they hate, for routines that numb them, for lives that leave them empty. Why? Because they chose a standard of survival, not a standard of excellence. They accepted a good enough when greatness was calling. They chose comfort over challenge, safety over risk, ease over discipline. And in doing so, they handed away their power. But not you, not now. You will not accept the label of average. You will not let society dictate your ceiling. You will not let weakness set the boundaries of your life. You are raising the standard. You are drawing a line so high, so unshakable that anything less becomes unacceptable. Understand this. Raising your standard is not about comparing yourself to others. It is not about proving anything to the world. It is about proving something to yourself, that you refuse to waste the fire inside you, that you will no longer tolerate excuses, that you will no longer play small, that you will no longer live beneath the level of your true potential. When you raise your standard, discipline becomes non-negotiable. Effort becomes automatic. Sacrifice becomes part of your DNA. You no longer ask, do I feel like it? You simply do it because your standard demands it. And in that moment, you separate yourself from the majority. The majority waits to feel motivated. The majority waits for conditions to be perfect. The majority accepts failure as permanent. But those who dominate, they do not wait. They do not hesitate. They do not accept. They demand more. They demand everything. Think about it. Every legend, every champion, every giant who carved their name into history did it because they raised their standard higher than anyone around them. They weren't born with more strength. They weren't blessed with some secret gift. They simply set a standard so high that nothing short of excellence could satisfy them. And then they backed it up with relentless work, day after day, morning after morning, battle after battle. So ask yourself now, what is your standard? Is it to drift to get by till to do enough? Or is it to dominate? Is it to demand greatness from yourself even when it hurts? Even when no one is watching? Even when the easy way calls to you like a siren song? Because the standard you choose will define your destiny. Raise it higher than fear. Raise it higher than excuses. Raise it higher than weakness. And once you set that standard, never drop it again. Guard it with everything you have. Because when your standard is domination, your future has no limit. Not everything you need is already inside you. The strength, the discipline, the fire. The ability to rise up, to break through barriers, to create a life of power and purpose. It's not out there waiting to be handed to you. It's within you, right now, waiting to be unleashed. Too often people search outside. They wait for the perfect mentor, the perfect opportunity, the perfect circumstances. But those who dominate know the truth. The power was never outside. The power was always inside. Deep down, you already know this. There's a voice in a pulse in your spirit, a surge in your veins that refuses to be ignored. It's the part of you that doesn't settle, that doesn't quit, that doesn't accept impossible as reality. That power has been tested by fear, buried under doubt, silenced by comfort, but it never dies. It only waits for the moment you decide to let it loose. Stop searching for permission. No one is coming to crown you. No one is gonna knock on your door and hand you the life you dream of. The world doesn't work that way. You don't ask for greatness, you claim it. You don't beg for power, you awaken it. And once you unlock it, you realize something most never understand. You are not weak, you are not average, you are not small, you are limitless. The mind will try to convince you otherwise. It will whisper, "Oh, not ready. You're not enough. You don't have what it takes." That is the voice of fear, not the truth. The truth is that you've already survived storms that should have broken you. You've already walked through fires that should have destroyed you. Yet here you are standing. That alone proves there is more inside you than you've ever allowed yourself to believe. Power within is not about arrogance, it's about alignment. When you recognize that you already hold everything you need, you stop waiting and you start creating. You stop doubting and you start moving. You stop questioning, you start conquering. It is built in the quiet, relentless work that most people avoid, the kind of effort that wears you down, tests your spirit, and demands everything you have. Every rep counts. Every choice matters. Every time you push when you want to quit, you are carving yourself into something greater. The grind is not glamorous. It is not easy. It does not reward you instantly, but it is the foundation of greatness. The crucible where champions are forged and legends are born. Most people run from the grind. They look for shortcuts. They want results without sacrifice, success without sweat, power without pain. And because of that, they remain stuck, trapped in mediocrity, wondering why nothing ever changes. But the truth is unavoidable. The grind is the price of domination. You cannot skip it. You cannot cheat it. You cannot escape it. You either pay the price or you pay with regret. The grind will test you every day. It will question your commitment. It will expose your weaknesses. It will strip away comfort and demand discipline. But it will also reward you slowly, silently, consistently. Each day you show up. Each battle you win against laziness. Each moment you choose growth over ease. The grind pays you back in strength, resilience, and mastery. Understand this. Domination is not about one dramatic victory. It is about stacking thousands of small victories on top of each other. One workout, one choice, one disciplined decision at a time. Brick by brick, layer by layer, you build the unshakable fortress of your future. Most people will never understand this. Because they never stay long enough in the grind to see the transformation. They quit when it gets hard. They retreat when it gets uncomfortable. They fall when the weight feels too heavy. But you are different. You embrace the grind. You see it for what it truly is. The pathway to everything you want. You understand that pain is temporary, but growth is permanent. You understand that sweat is not punishment, it is progress. You understand that while others are sleeping, wasting time, making excuses, you are investing in yourself, sharpening your edge, building the kind of strength that no one can take from you. The grind does not ask for perfection. It asks for persistence. Show up, put in the work, refuse to quit. That's it. Day after day, hour after hour, you choose the grind. And in return, the grind chooses you. It makes you tougher. It makes you unstoppable. So when the world tells you to slow down, when your mind tells you it's too much, when your body begs you to stop, remember this: domination lives on the other side of the grind. And the one who refuses to give up on it will own everything. Pain. It is the one thing every human tries to avoid, yet it is the one thing that forges greatness. Most see pain as the enemy. They run from it, numb it, hide from it, pretend it doesn't exist. But those who dominate understand something far deeper. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your greatest ally. Pain is the forge where strength is built, the fire that hardens your will, the proof that you are alive and growing. Every time you step into pain, you are stepping into growth. Muscles tear so they can rebuild stronger. The mind stretches so it can think sharper. The spirit struggles so it can become unbreakable. Pain is the evidence that you are moving beyond your limits. It is the mark of transformation. Without it, there is no progress, no evolution, no greatness. The truth is simple. If you avoid pain, you avoid growth. If you hide from discomfort, you hide from destiny. If you silence every struggle, you silence every breakthrough. Those who seek only comfort will live lives of quiet frustration because comfort never changes you, it cages you. But when you choose pain, when you lean into it, when you welcome it as a teacher rather than an enemy, you step into a new world. You realize that pain is a compass. It points directly at the place you need to grow. It points at the weakness you must strengthen, the fear you must face, the wall you must climb. Think about it. Every great victory in your life has required pain. Every transformation, every leap forward, every achievement. None of it came without sacrifice, without struggle, without moments where you wanted to give up. And yet, looking back, wasn't the pain worth it? Didn't the struggle make the victory sweeter? Didn't the hardship make you stronger, tougher, more alive? Pain teaches discipline. Pain teaches patience. Pain teaches humility. Pain teaches resilience. It strips away your excuses and forces you to decide. Will I quit here or will I rise? That is the power of pain. It confronts you with a choice. You may. And when you choose to push through it, to use it, to let it sharpen you, you become unstoppable. Most people waste their pain. They let it crush them. They let it convince them they are weak. But those who dominate know how to transform it into fuel. Every failure, every rejection, every setback becomes energy. Energy to rise higher. Energy to push harder. Energy to demand more of themselves. When it burns, when it feels unbearable, that is the moment you must remind yourself this is fuel. This is the fire that will drive me forward. This is the very thing that will separate me from the weak, the timid, the ones who fold. Because while they run from pain, I run toward it. While they hide, I embrace. While they break, I build. So do not curse the pain. Thank it, use it, transform it. Because the one who turns pain into fuel becomes a force that nothing can stop. The world does not bend to talent alone. It does not reward potential without action. It bows to one thing and one thing only: the mindset that refuses to quit. Not the strongest, not the fastest, not even the smartest, but the one who simply refuses to stop. That is the unstoppable mindset, and it is the foundation of domination. This mindset is not born in comfort. It is not built when things are easy. It is forged in the fire of adversity, in the moments when everything screams at you to surrender, but you refuse. It is shaped by repetition, by saying, I will not quit over until it becomes part of your identity. The unstoppable mindset is not something you try on for a day. It is who you become. When you carry this mindset, failure is no longer final. Setbacks are no longer signals to stop. They are signals to push harder. Every obstacle becomes fuel. Every closed door becomes a challenge. Every defeat becomes a lesson. The unstoppable mindset sees no dead ends, only detours. It does not ask, can I do this? It declares, I will do this no matter what. Think about the ones who rise above, who achieve greatness against all odds. They were not without flaws. They were not free from doubt. They were not immune to pain. What separated them was one thing. They refused to quit. They made the decision every single day that nothing, no failure, no rejection, no hardship would break them. And that decision, repeated relentlessly, made them unstoppable. Understand this. Life will test you. It will throw storms your way. It will knock you down. It will push you to the edge of breaking. That is not a question of if, it is a guarantee. But the unstoppable mindset transforms those moments. Where most see the end, the unstoppable see the beginning. Where most see defeat, the unstoppable see opportunity. Where most give up, the unstoppable rise again. The key is simple. Refuse to surrender. When your body screams to quit, take one more step. When your mind tells you it's over, silence it with action. When fear whispers in your ear, answer with courage. Domination does not require perfection. It requires persistence. The mindset to keep moving forward, even when every part of you wants to stop, is what makes you unbeatable. This mindset doesn't mean you won't fall. It means you will always rise. It doesn't mean you won't struggle. It means struggle will never own you. It doesn't mean you'll never fail. It means failure will never define you. Because the unstoppable are not those who never break. They are those who refuse to stay broken. So burn this truth into your soul. I will not stop. I will not break. I will not surrender. Repeat it until it becomes your nature, until every fiber of your being carries it. With that mindset, no force in this world can hold you down. And with that mindset, domination is no longer a dream. It is your destiny.